What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Legitical Response. We cover political news. We keep you up to date and keep you informed with everything that the government does, or at least we try to cover everything. We cover as much as we can. You know, we are kind of a small channel. I do have a day job, so I can't focus as much as I would like to focus, but you guys can help out by subscribing, hitting the like button and all that good stuff. But what's up? So we got to talk about the big news of the day. I generally like to cover stuff that the mainstream narrative machine isn't talking about because, you know, you probably heard about it. So we try to focus on stuff that you're not going to hear about, stuff that the government does. But today, I guess, is a slow news day, or everything is getting overran completely by this Fani Willis decision, and there's people on both sides that are pissed. The left is pissed, the right is pissed, people in the center are pissed, everybody's pissed. Let's just go have a pissed off contest, I guess. But what's up, y'all? Let's go ahead and get into how the hell's your day going, by the way. Let me know down in the comments how good of a day you had, because I had one weird day today. First it was slow, then it went fast, and then it was hell, and then it was great. It's been a whirlwind, y'all. It has been a whirlwind for sure. But let's go ahead and get into the story right quick. We're going to do some takeaways. And we're going to cover CNN once again because they love to leave out stuff. So let's get into it. Takeaways from the scathing ruling that allows DA Fani Willis to remain on the Trump election subversion case. That's right. So we all know, unless you don't know, the judge decided that he's going to split these two up, right? So either Fani Willis got to go or Nathan Wade got to go. One of the two. You can't have it both ways. We were surprised by this. There was a lot of people, you know, especially hardcore Trump supporters who were kind of, I don't know, I want to say blind a bit, thinking that this judge is going to rule, he's going to kick out Fani Willis, and the case is just going to go away. No, the case is not going to go away. I'm sorry to anybody that thought that. Yeah, that case ain't just going to go away. Stuff like that doesn't happen. You will find another prosecutor. They will find a way to prosecute Donald Trump. These people want to prosecute Donald Trump so stinking bad. Like I've said in the past, they will lie, they will cheat, they will twist the narrative any which way they can to keep their indictments on Donald Trump. Now, the fact that he's splitting these two up doesn't really make much difference in this case. However, the fact that he dropped 6 of the, I forget how many indictments it is in this case, but he dropped 6 of those charges, that's big news. That's a big win for Trump. And it also proves that there's not much of a case here, y'all. Yeah, there really isn't much of a case. Most of it's based around a phone call where Donald Trump calls the governor of Georgia, Kemp, and was like, hey, look, there's some funny business going on in Georgia, and we need you to look into this. We need you to look into it far enough that you can find enough votes to overturn what happened. And the left, automatically being the left, they took this as, oh, but they want Donald Trump to just make up 11,000 or whatever votes. Do you really think that any leftists out there watching this video, if you really believe that that's what Donald Trump wanted to do, let me know down in the comments. Because, no, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And that's the basis for this case, as a matter of fact. There's other things to the case, of course, but that's the basis for this case, that one phone call. Anybody that listened to that phone call can tell that that's what Trump is saying. Look, there's funny business. There's some a whole bunch of crap going on with this absentee ballots and these mail-in ballots and all this other, the drop boxes and all this crap, right? It may have been some misinformation in there. But Donald Trump's concerns were legitimate, right? If there is fraud going on during an election, yeah, that concerns the federal government, which Donald Trump was sitting on top of the federal government, as a matter of fact. That would concern him. So he's like, hey, investigate this. We got all these other investigations we're having to do. Please look into this for me. But Donald Trump being Donald Trump, he says it in a bombastic way and makes people think, oh, well, he's trying to make up votes. No, that's not what he's trying to do. But I've ran it for long enough. Let's get into it. Judge Scott McAfee is allowing Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis to continue on the election subversion case against Donald Trump. But first, she'll have to fire Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, which she did, as a matter of fact. After an embarrassing 2 months that put Willis and Wade on trial themselves over their romantic relationship. It's a technical legal win for Willis since she will have the option to continue along with her full office prosecuting Trump and 14 others. But McAfee's 23-page opinion was a scathing rebuke of the district attorney's actions, and it remains unclear if Trump will face trial before November on his actions after the 2020 presidential election. Yes. Now, the reason the right is pissed is because this person should be kicked off of this. She should be totally disqualified. Outright. She should be fired from her position, gotten out of there for the simple fact that she lied several times during her testimony. She acted like an ass, lied, tried to bully everybody in the court, and just made a total fool out of herself. She should not be a prosecutor, and she should be disbarred for her actions in doing this. That's my opinion. That's a lot of people's opinion, as a matter of fact. But to think that they're just going to drop this case outright, no, they're going to hand it off to another prosecutor who's going to continue it. They might not do a good job, but they're going to continue it. They're not just going to drop a case like this, such a high-profile case. That's not going to happen. But in my honest opinion, McAfee was trying to play middle of the road. He didn't want to piss off one side too much. But he's obviously skewed because in all honest rights, based upon the facts, she should be gone just for simply lying to the courts. That is not to say anything of all the other stuff we found out. The campaign fund stuff, the mishandling, enriching herself from Nathan Wade, from the insane amount of money she was paying this guy. There's just a whole bunch there that says that there's a lot of funny business going on. But, the judge donated to her campaign, worked for Fani Willis, so yeah, there's a conflict of interest in that itself. And once I found that out, it kind of surprised me that he still ruled in the way that he did, because that report was scathing, yes, but he's allowing her to continue. We will see where this goes, because the Georgia Senate is, as a matter of fact, investigating the shit out of Fani Willis right now, and we'll see what comes of that. All of her wrongdoing is being laid out on the table as we speak. They've been investigating her. I've been kind of butting in on those hearings a little bit, and it's bad, y'all. It's real bad. Then you got the federal government. You got Jim Jordan looking into some of the stuff she pulled with federal grant money. We talked about that yesterday, so we're not going to get into that. Let's keep going. McAfee ruled that either Wade or Willis would have to leave the case, as an odor of mendacity remains over the circumstances of their relationship. While Willis survived the disqualification challenge, the detour over her relationship with Wade has left a stain on her case, both in court, where potential jurors are likely to be familiar with the episode, and the broader public, which will vote on whether to return Trump to the White House in November. McAfee was highly critical of Willis and Wade's relationship, describing it as being the result of bad choices. Yet Georgia law does not permit the finding of an actual conflict for simply making bad choices, even repeatedly, he wrote. Yeah, but how about all the campaign funds that she took and supposedly paid back with cash? How about the fact that she was having a relationship with the main prosecutor, almost proven well before she hired him? That's a conflict of interest, dude. I mean, she lied about going to the White House, meeting up with Kamala Harris. She lied about going to the White House. Why would you lie about that? Outright in court, disrespecting the court. The left is pissed off because because of the scathing report. Oh, well, you shouldn't talk shit about Fani Willis. Blah, 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 blah. It does, why? Why, blah, blah. Yeah, screaming from the top of the roof. Why? Because she should be disbarred, in all honesty, and kicked out from her prosecutorial duties, as you will. Their romantic relationship was thrown into the center of a case in January when co-defendant Mike Roman filed a motion to disqualify Willis over allegations of an improper relationship. Over the course of several hearings, McAfee heard testimony about their relationship and the payments Wade made on trips they took together, which the defendants allege showed the district attorney benefited financially from their relationship, but Willis responded that she had reimbursed Wade in cash. Yes, which we cannot prove. That can't be proven either way. So, yeah, there's some misconduct going on. See, I think in a case like this, oh, you paid cash? Prove it. We want the receipts. But did the judge do that? No, the judge didn't do that. He didn't say prove it. You paid cash? Oh, well, okay. That makes it all great. No, I'm sorry. The law does not work like that. In a court of law, you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. Saying that you paid cash that you just so happen to have laying around the house leaves a shit ton of reasonable doubt. Even an idiot like me can see that. The fact that this judge ruled in the way he did shows a bias that he's willing to overlook that. Both Willis and Wade took the stand, and Willis's appearance came in an extraordinary moment when she went into the courtroom and said she was eager to testify, delivering an indignant response to the lawyers bringing the allegations against her. Yeah, she was outright rude. In his ruling Friday, the judge described Willis's fiery testimony as unprofessional. Yeah, it was very unprofessional, taking the freaking papers and saying, I'm not the one on trial here. These people are on trial, not me. So get it right. Yeah, that's just unprofessional. No, that's outright gutter if you want to get down to it. This finding is by no means an indication that the court condones this tremendous lapse in judgment or the unprofessional manner of the district attorney's testimony during the evidentiary hearing, the judge wrote. Yeah, that is a very nice way of saying, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and overlook that. But please don't do that again. A freaking slap on the wrist. Friday's ruling still represents a partial victory for the former president in an attempt to delay his 4 criminal trials and turn the tables on the prosecutors who have indicted him. Trump's attorneys have successfully employed numerous efforts to delay all 4 of the criminal trials that could sideline the former president from the campaign trail this year. Yeah, because it's election interference and because all these indictments against Trump are all BS. I mean, honestly, bring them, but good luck. Good luck to you. That's all I'm going to say. Good luck getting convictions out of all these. Trump's election case, subversion case, blah, 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 blah. And in New York, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Delay isn't the only opportunity for Trump's defense. His team has also found ways to shift the focus from Trump's dozens of criminal charges to undermining the prosecutors who have charged him and sowing distrust in the legal system itself. You know what sows distrust in the legal system itself? Is when the public can see an obvious bias here. When the district attorney obviously has shit tons of instances of misconduct where she's doing stuff that, yeah, you can get disbarred for, you can get impeached for, you can get kicked out for all of this stuff, but they're just going to overlook it as unprofessional and just keep her in there. But no, you got to separate. You got to separate this person from this person. Why? If you're going to allow them to continue after the misconduct that we found out about, you're going to allow her to continue That sows distrust. Not the fact that Trump is trying to slow this stuff down because he has a campaign to run and because he thinks in his mind this is all BS, because he knows what that phone call meant. He knows that he wasn't asking a governor of another state to make up votes out of the blue. It's ridiculous. These people are insane. I say it all the damn time that these people are insane. You know, the rest of this story is just blah, blah, blah. BS, BS, BS. So I'm going to cut it off right there. And I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about all this down in the comment section. You know how I feel. Let me know how you feel. That's all I got for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching. And y'all try to have a good day and be positive. Peace.